Hello, pot pie. How about a date? All right, Cherry. The courtship is over. Oh, the adoration. Oh, the je vous adore. The je t'aime à vous, c'est ma sugar, n'est-ce pas? You are my peanut. I am your brittle. Getting there is half the fun.
Welcome into the Clear as Mud podcast, the worst named podcast on YouTube. Today, Banana Grabber and myself are joined by two distinguished gentlemen from the, I guess, internet world.
The internet.
Yeah. That being Joy Westside from SFTP fame and Brick, I guess, also from SFTP.
King Brick to you, sir.
My apologies. My apologies. King Brick.
The King Brick.
The King Brick. Okay. So
howdy, everybody.
Okay.
Welcome to the show, guys.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right. So, guys, the star of today's show is not quite here yet.
He'll join us shortly. Yeah.
But he will but we will be there. I'm sure he'll be here shortly. He's busy fighting women's, whatever.
Woman's. Too
Woman.
many. One is too many, frankly. So
Yeah. So Griffin says, I need an excuse to get away from hearing Doc's nightmare of a stream. Thank God y'all are on.
well, I don't know how much better ours is gonna be.
Because Colton is supposed to be joining us here shortly. So, and
Mr. Gamer says, congrats on nearly reaching 300 subs. Thank you, Mr. Gamer. Appreciate that.
Awesome. Yeah, thanks 100%. Now,
Almost there.
I do want to say that, so I don't, guys, if you don't mind, I don't want to quite get into the whole Colton stuff yet. Not until he gets here. So we could talk about a few things, hopefully before he gets here. So I've got a couple things that we could talk about.
Also, share your screen.
I don't know if I want to share my screen because earlier today when I was looking,
You watching hentai?
Yeah, what do you got there, Riv?
What'd you watch? What'd you share with the class?
I'm gonna tell you what. So earlier, and Banana could test to this. So earlier today, I was sitting there trying to come up with something that for the thumbnail. I was trying to come up with something that I could do that would be kind of a play or a joke or whatever for the what's it, the horny on Maine, whatever, right?
Yeah,
top thing. And so I, like a complete and total dumbass, right? I typed in horny boy or horny guy or some shit. And all that came up on my damn Twitter was like guys with their dicks out. And I was like, holy shit.
That's his excuse for getting caught with gay porn on his computer. No, it was for the show.
It was dicks out for Harambe, okay?
Exactly,
That's what it really was.
Harambe, 100%.
2016, we will never forget.
Yeah.
The day the earth stood still.
Anyway.
That unironically, I think that's when the world shifted into a hellish landscape of complete psycho behavior. Like once Harambe was killed, that broke the veil. Like the veil was lifted and now everyone's a fucking psychopath.
The levy, it was just Harambe holding back
that was
all
the
the
spiritual
insanity. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've shared out my screen and
Evening, Miss Paradox.
Griffin. You guys should be able to see it now. Let me see if I can push the right damn button today. So we lost a couple of, to me, very important characters or people that come from pop culture, right?
Mhm.
Kevin Conroy passed away today, which was the voice of Batman from the I think it was in the '90s Batman, or was it 2000s Batman series? He voiced Batman, and Mark Hamilton voiced the Joker. Um, and I saw someone tweet this out. I think maybe it was Nerdy John. Said that he wasn't a Batman; he was the voice of Batman, and I think I kind of agree with that. I really liked that entire series. I think his voice played well against Mark Hamill's voicing of the Joker. Um, so anyway, I know that you three gentlemen are quite a bit younger than me, and this is probably more in lines with y'all's childhood, probably. So let's just kind of go around the room here, if you will, and just kind of share your thoughts on this.
Yeah, I mean, I used to watch this on like what was it like fucking 4Kids TV or whatever it was, Disney cartoons.
Yeah.
Like fucking Mark Hamill plays the best Joker voice, I think. And obviously Batman Kevin Conroy's voice was iconic.
Oh,
Yeah, but pretty cool.
yeah. So what about you, George?
Sucks that he passed away.
Yeah. I assume you guys
not
had
gonna
access
lie,
to this, right, over there?
Yeah, of course. I'm not going to lie. This was more my sister's thing when we were kids. I hated anything to do with like Batman, Spider-Man, like, when I was a kid.
Yeah, you're glad. Frankly, he's glad he's dead.
Joey's celebrating right now.
I
This
reckon
was his-
a big smile on
He
my
called
face,
his
so,
sister. He called your sister like, "Hey, you know what? Good."
doing a Joker voice. Hey,
Yeah.
you never guess what's gonna happen now. Your freedom fighter is gone.
Yeah.
Unironically,
Golly.
Yeah, I've never even heard of this guy. I'm
he
not going
crashes
to
the funeral dressed as the Joker.
Batman's this guy who dresses up like a superhero and goes and fights crime. You know, he has
Yeah.
like he has like a belt and stuff like that. He's a lot of money and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big billionaire.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
he's
that's
Elon
his-
Musk, basically.
That's his superpower. Yeah, he doesn't have anything except he's just rich and
Yeah.
Just like
evades-
Iron Man.
Yeah. Well, he's like swole, right? He like trains real hard. And
So is Batman. Batman's huge, dude. He dresses up as COVID.
Yeah.
Beaverman says in the chat.
This next one, now this one may be a little bit more in Joey's ballpark. Gallagher, which was a funny prop. I'm looking, okay. The word is prop. He was a prop comedian. His whole shtick was he would tell jokes. He'd come out there and tell jokes, and he had this big giant hammer, this mallet, and he would just smash shit like fruit and stuff, and it would just go all over the front, several rows of the venue wherever he was at, and he was funny. He was like I guess you'd say a clean comedian. He didn't curse. He didn't do a lot of the stuff like other comedians of that time.
Yeah, he's like Carrot Top, right?
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. This guy, I also have never heard of.
Oh my God, Joey. So for Joy to be able to participate, we've got to talk about gambling, degeneracy, and soccer, right? Or sorry, football. Is that how we get Joy in on these conversations?
Manchester.
Yeah, pretty
Well, speaking of degeneracy, didn't he have the line, or was that misquoted or misattributed to him through Shameless? It's like, I don't like the drug, I just like the way it smells. I thought that was Gallagher.
Oh, was that Gallagher's the cocaine joke that like 2 million comedians have done? They're like, oh yeah, I just like the way that cocaine smells.
Yeah,
I invented that.
Yeah, I don't know, possibly.
I don't know. Gallagher is more of like a '90s thing, dude. It's not like like I remember when I was a kid seeing a Gallagher reference on Family Guy and not understanding it. So that's
Really?
we're kind of out of touch. All of us are, yeah. With
I mean,
that,
could
Am I
take-
just
if
that
it
damn
was
old?
English,
yes.
is he English, Gallagher?
What'd you say, Joey?
Is Gallagher English?
No, he's
No,
American.
He was an American. He was American. I think
No,
you know
yeah,
what it is. It's such a generational thing, I guess maybe, right? Because I'm like twice all y'all's age, I think, or close to it, right? So
You're
Pretty
not
rank
old.
now stand-up comedy anyway. I think
yeah.
it's cringe, to be honest. But
So
You think
all right.
everything's cringe?
yeah,
So let me
true.
ask you a question. How many? Okay, so are any of you besides? I know, I'm sure Banana's aware of the situation. I don't know how up to date he is on it, but the situation that's been going on between Tipster and
What, Tits
BX Bullet.
McGee, fucking retard squad?
I, I, I,
Hey,
I
now
don't.
listen.
I know who. I actually know the this guy Tipster. There's someone I know, but I know nothing about this story. No.
Okay, so be careful now, Banana. This is a homegrown girl with you. I mean, she's a fellow
She's got
Texan.
homegrown tits. Is that
No, she's a fellow Texan. She's
All
a
natural grass fed.
Yeah,
women from
she's-
Texas are fucking demons that are also retarded.
You think so? Okay, well, fair enough.
Yes. No, I know
Um,
so. They'll steal your
okay.
soul and break your eyes.
So, so for because I don't know, we've covered this a little bit on this show, but not just a whole lot. So I'll give a real brief TLDR here. So
Uh-huh.
there is this streamer named DX Bullet. And she was a big time Second Amendment right advocate. And some time ago, she had a situation where she had a disagreement with this other person who was a streamer, and he started kind of coming at her pretty hard.
Hunter
he-
Avalon?
I don't remember what his name was, and so
It might have been because she got into like a big fucking spurg war with Hunter Avalon, the bread tubing thing.
I don't think
Yeah.
that no, this guy was like going after her child, and was making some pretty horrible allegations against her.
Oh, this was okay because Hunter Avalon got caught up in this story, but the guy who like made the allegation, or yes, I know
Yeah.
you're talking about. He was like kind of like a neckbeard type dude.
Yeah, and so anyway, so there was this whole big thing, and it was covered by different people in the commentary community and so forth. And then she kind of had a falling out with our guy Tipster here. Now, roughly, I'm going to say at this point, it's probably been about 6 weeks ago. She had some interactions with a fake Tipster account, as you will, and she went after Tipster, and people said, "No, it's a fake Tipster." Well, she said, "Oh, I knew it was a fake Tipster," but she believed that Tipster was like in control, or was gay opping through these fake accounts, was controlling the people that had control of these accounts and so forth. And she refused to accept
God,
the
you
fact.
gotta love Thimbot conservatives. They're just the fucking best, aren't they?
Yeah,
They
well,
think
Very
they
on
know
brand,
everything,
yeah.
and they'll tell you about it too, huh?
100%. She so she just kind of had she had a meltdown, and so her and Tipster kind of went back and forth, back and forth. She wound up actually losing her YouTube channel because she started doing she'd made some videos and stuff that borders on what some would call conspiracy theory type stuff, based upon some of these mass shooters and stuff, right? And anyway, so her YouTube channel got taken down. She blamed Tipster for that, saying that that he led a brigade to false flag her. Then they met up on a another show, a podcast, a neutral ground, if you will, and kind of went at each other a little bit. It got so bad that the host was like, he couldn't believe some of the stuff that that BX was alleging towards Tipster, and because it's just so far fetched and just totally unhinged type stuff. And then so we fast forward, she loses her Twitter account. She I think her only vestige being able to have any type of communication was Twitch. I think she did recently get her Twitter unbanned, and so she's back on Twitter. And I know she started right back up again with Tipster. And all Tipster's trying to do is wash his hands of it and try to not engage.
Hey, hold on.
Yeah.
What did you just say? Did you say wash? Say wash.
Wash.
I thought you said
You said
wash.
wash. You said wash.
Did I say wash? Okay, fine. He's trying to wash his hands of her, and it's just not, it's kind of like that old story about Burr Rabbit. There's about the tar baby, and he's got, so the problem is he's got this on his hands. She's not going to go away, and unless she actually loses every mode of platform that she has, be it Twitter, Twitch, whatever. Unless she loses all that, she's never going to shut up. But anyway, so Tipster just tweeted this out just a few minutes ago, basically.
Oh shit.
Anyway, he got a little correspondence from BX Bullet in his email. And let's just kind of take a listen to this tweet here.
Yo, what's up, BX Bullet? It's your favorite commentary YouTuber, Tipster here. At least I assume I'm your favorite commentary YouTuber.
Is he in the
because you
bathroom?
can't keep my goddamn name
You'll find
out
out.
your mouth. Having said that, I'm just sitting here, minding my own business, taking my daily shit, and I thought I would use this opportunity to share my thoughts with you on something. Earlier this morning, I was casually scrolling through my email when I stumbled upon this here cease and desist letter that you emailed to me. And I gotta be honest, this is very, very interesting. So I would just like to take a moment to respond to this here cease and desist letter and just give you a brief view of what my thoughts are on this particular cease and desist letter. So here it goes. Yeah.
Oh
That
no.
sums it up quite nicely. Now, I don't know if you're going to see this Twitter video, because after all, you do have me blocked on Twitter. So I'm hoping one of your simps will find this video and go ahead and send it along to you. Oh, and can you do me a favor while you're at it? Could you stop stalking and invading the privacy of my friends and fans? You ask why people call you crazy and deranged all the time, and it's because you do shit like that. So if you want to look a little bit less crazy, maybe don't engage in that kind of behavior, and no one will have a reason to call you crazy. Eat a dick, bitch.
Dude, Tipster has not heard the old adage, hell hath no fury like a fucking nut job scorn.
So anyway, let's see. Let me go to a little bit different screen. Maybe this will get us
She's
a
gonna
little-
implode, dude.
Yeah. So this is the cease and desist letter that he received from.
Dear Mr. Robert.
Yeah. It says you are hereby noticed. It should be notified, and that's bad for me to be able to correct English, but whatever. To cease and desist any further unlawful defamation, slander, and or libel relating to the incident or event which occurred on November 10th, 2022, in which the following defamation, slander, and or libel occurred. Publishing of a private conversation between and a third party and misrepresenting the context therein, including alleging something violated California Penal Code 653.2 electronic cyber harassment law in California as detailed below. And then she cites some more stuff. Mr. Blank alleged that Blank violated California Penal Code 653.2 on November 10th, 2022 in the following Twitter post. And so what else have we got here? Goes on. The claims made by Mr. Okay. So do any of you guys know what in the hell she's talking about?
No.
Oh, I have no idea.
Do you guys want to know? Because I know what this is all about.
Sure.
Yeah.
Because thanks to Banana, I now know why I fixate on this shit. It's because I'm
What's that?
autistic. So, so here's what happened. Do either of you guys know who Slug is?
Yes.
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 Okay, so everybody knows who Slug is. So Slug was did a stream the other evening with BX Bullet. Okay. But I guess either sometime prior to this stream or after this stream, I'm not particular on the timeline on that aspect of it. He had a Discord conversation, just a one-on-one Discord conversation. And there's going to be a shocker. He recorded it.
No, Slug would never.
Not
do
Slug.
That.
Yeah.
Surely.
100% he did. And in this, in this conversation that he recorded or whatever, he then turns around and for whatever reason, right? I'm not going to look into Slug's heart here. I don't know if we could find it anyway, but he gave this recording to Tipster. Now, why that is kind of shocking is because he and Tipster are like oil and water. They just don't get along at all. They've had some battles in the past on Twitter and so forth, right? But anyway, he turned this over because during this conversation, whatever, he found out that basically she's unhinged, even more so than Slug, and that all the stuff that she's doing, whatever, is like made up in her head. She, in this conversation, because Tipster has released some tidbits of this recording, she confesses to stalking a young lady that she believes was in Tipster's I don't know what you would call it, employment,
harem.
Harambe?
It's his harem.
Yeah.
It's harem.
No, I don't know if this is one of his whatever. I don't.
His goth mommies.
His goth. Yeah, I don't know about all that. But anyway, she goes on to say that this girl was the first word she used was retarded, and then goes on to explain how she has been an advocate for the mentally challenged, and so she went from calling her retarded, which is, I'm going to tell you something right now, okay? Now, yeah. I know a lot of people in this space throw that word around, and we throw it around.
I love it.
We throw it around ironically and stuff like that, right? Whatever. But
I'm not ironic about it. I am retarded. I'm super retarded.
I know. Okay, what I'm saying is that now I worked in public school systems for 15 years, and I have a lot of friends that worked in the resource department, and as advocates, I'm going to tell you something right now: you do not ever use that word around them in reference to anybody. Being ironic about it, or it's just not, because let me tell you something. I used the word around one time, so I'm just being retarded. I got a lecture that I did not want that lasted, I know, good half hour, 45 minutes. And after that, I knew that was not.
I could see you doing that shit too, and just being like, "Oh fuck."
And it was not. 100%. It was not. I was just being stupid, being me, right?
At the end, did you apologize and just say, "Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just being a retard right now"?
Basically, that's what I did. Exactly, Brick. I'm sorry. I'm just retarded.
Yeah.
But God damn it! We've been over this. What don't you get about this?
Here. Slug is live streaming right now. Well, good for Slug. We're not going to snipe his live stream. We're not. I don't care enough about that.
Hey, more power to you, buddy.
More power to Slug.
Slug is always live streaming.
But the thing of it was that I found ironic in that whole clip that I listened to,
and not the Alanis Morissette ironic.
Nah, was that she used that word, and then I shit you not, 5 seconds later talks about how she's an advocate for those who are challenged.
Isn't she an advocate for everything? Wasn't she like a fucking abuse victim, like
yes.
Mother Teresa? Like,
she has not found a cause that she cannot get behind and advocate for,
unless it's trans people or gay people or anything liberal.
Anything, yeah. So anyway, Slug, which was, I think, actually was kind of a nice thing that he did. He handed this recording over to Tipster, And inside there was all this stuff. Like I said, she social engineered this young girl's real name. Or I don't know if I say young girl. She's young to me. I don't know if she's an adult or not, as far as over the age of 18, but she's young. I'm going to use it in that context because I'm old as hell. I just want to be clear on that. She actually goes and contacts this girl's father, and tries to play this whole thing about how his daughter is in danger and being controlled and manipulated and all this, that, and whatever else. And I'm like, holy shit. When I was listening to all this stuff, and she did all this through going through Facebook and going down through who this girl was friends with and stuff. And I'm like, I don't know about you guys, but to me, that's some serious red flags. I mean, if anybody else was doing this, I mean, what would you guys call them?
Yeah, it's really deranged. That's doxing. I mean, that's contacting. You're not even just releasing the information. You're contacting their IRL people and trying to lecture them about what they're doing. That's a little
Literally like my worst nightmare. Someone like contacting my family from like Discord.
Look who Joey's talking to. He was a good boy, and then he got
Joey. I'm sorry to tell you, but I called your mom this morning, and
Oh, nice.
she was not happy.
I don't know if I would necessarily label it as doxing. But what I will say is it's definitely some red flags, and I think it's not something you would.
Creepy as fuck. Like,
It is creepy, creepy as fuck. That I love that analogy, Joy. That it is. It's
I'm having PTSD from the right to privacy argument.
the right to privacy argument. Oh fuck. No, we're not going to discuss that shit.
No. I gotta tease it a little bit, just a little
bit. But
just a
yeah,
little.
it was
just the tip.
Yeah. So this girl is I don't know. I feel sorry for Tipster in this situation, because I think this I first thought BX Bullet was one of these people that was doing all this just kind of as a what they call it, content farming, right? And was just doing this to try and stir up something so that they're being talked about, which drives viewers to their channel, to their streams, whatever else, right? And I felt, okay, this is content farming, whatever. But I think we're way off the reservation on that. I think we are at a whole nother level to where it's just unhinged craziness.
It's very on brand for her, so that's good, But unfortunately, it seems like she cannot stop. She is fully in, and it doesn't stop until she gets removed from every platform. Hopefully, she learns to stop.
On brand for her is using any manipulative tactic to silence any dissenting opinion, or like she literally does all this woke shit, like cancel culture bullshit, and claims to be like a fucking right wing like figure online. Like, I don't know, you're just a fucking grifter like everybody else.
Yeah,
it's pretty obvious. Like, it was obvious from the moment she was trying to cancel Hunter Avalon. She had that like the group of like 7 fucking losers on her Twitch stream just going, "Yes, my queen. Yes, you're correct." Like, I don't know. It's fucking retard shit.
So it's simp army versus goth e-girl harem.
Pretty much, actually, no, unironically, yes. Like, she's like the female Tipster, but malicious. Yeah, Tipster's actually cool and funny, and she's just annoying and crazy.
I was in a server this morning, and I was talking to people, and there was somebody, I'm not gonna name who, was defending BX Bullet, and he was like, "Oh, well, Tipster is an asshole," and I'm just thinking, I haven't watched BX Bullet and what she does, and then seeing Tipster and knowing him a little bit. I don't know how you side with BX Bullet unless you're part of that simp army. I don't get it.
Yeah, it's like unironic Pokemon, whatever the fuck her name is, fans. It's like, what's in it for you, other than just like this weird parasocial relationship where you think this person actually cares about you? It's creepy.
Speaking of Pokemon, did you hear the latest kind of story she kind of got into?
Yeah.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, she got social engineered, dude, big time.
What do you mean by social engineered? What does that mean?
Okay, so and this is something I deal with all the time in my work and stuff, right?
Yeah.
So a person will get an email, right? And the email will present itself as it's like from a legitimate company or business, right? And they will want to business, or it could be like an invoice, like they're trying to invoice you. That's one of the things, like, a lot of government agency or government offices and a lot of school districts and things like that will get these emails, and it'll look like like you've purchased something, and the whole shtick is to try. They're hoping that they're just so used to dealing with this company, they'll just send them, to whatever uh, mailing address or whatever is attached to the invoice, right? And so what happened in Pokimane situation is she received an email from a brand of clothing that she had made mention of in one or more previous streams that she liked to wear. And so somebody created an email and made it look legit from this company. I mean, they had their flyer head, their logo, everything, right? And in this email, it said they wanted to do a brand deal with her uh, for garments and stuff like that. And one of the things that they wanted to do was to send her some undergarments, right? And
Uh-huh.
so to ensure that they got the right bra, and of course, as we have any female viewers out there, one of the things you have to do as a woman is I guess measure the size of your breast to see what size uh, bra that you would, as far as cup size, and then of course you've got your chest size, and as far as measurement around your chest or whatever. But
Right.
but in this case, what they wanted her to do was they wanted her to measure it, but they wanted her to send them pictures of her measuring them to make sure that they got the right numbers, right? And so she
Just
was,
in case.
yeah, just in case. And so, guys, according to this video that she put out, and I'll see if I can pull it up here and we'll watch it in a second. But she was, I guess, in the process of doing this. She hadn't quite sent the booby pics yet, but
Uh-huh.
she got close, and then she kind of started realizing and that it was a scam. And so yeah, uh,
Jesus Christ.
so let me
The-
see. Let me see if I can.
So hold on.
Go ahead.
My dad is blowing up my phone right now about this fucking this crypto crash. Like, apparently Luna FTX just suspended withdrawals today. And now people are tweeting like they lost their entire portfolio. Like Ash Wall Street Bets, this 500,000 subscriber account on Twitch or Twitter, says I lost 20% of my portfolio in Crash. I lost 40% of my portfolio in Luna. I lost 10% of my portfolio in Celsius. I lost 10% of my portfolio in Voyager. I kept the last 20% of my portfolio in FTX in hopes of making it all back trading, and now it's gone. I'm done with this crypto shit.
Oh,
Hilarious.
Jesus.
And then he made a tweet saying, I have 1.5 million in FTX. I'm willing to sell it for $50,000.
Oh,
Ooh.
You can't, reminding you can't cash out of FTX because they suspended withdrawals, because I'm assuming there's no liquidity because crypto is crashing because it's a fucking fiat market full of retard money. It's fake.
Okay, so
Um,
I found the video. So this is an article from thegamer.com where it goes over all that, but it was a TikTok video. Get off of there. It's a TikTok video. So let's just listen to what Pokimane had to say here.
I need to tell you guys a story about how I was almost blackmailed recently, mainly because I don't want anyone else to fall for this really weird influencer scam. It all started a couple weeks ago when I got an email from this company called Newai. If you don't know, they make like loungewear, bras, undergarments, things like that. And I actually mentioned them in one of my past videos because I wear their bras all the time, really comfy, love them. And sometimes when you order from a company and you talk about them, since they have your email from the order that you made, they'll email you and just say like, oh, thank you for the shout out. And they asked me if I wanted some PR, which like, if you use the stuff, why not, right? So afterwards, they sent me like this PowerPoint of this new collection that they want to launch, and they said that they just need my measurements and my address, and that they'll send me like 3 custom bras, whatever. However, I was in New York at the time, so I said, hey, can I send you all this stuff in a week when I'm back home? And they said, yeah, that's totally fine. They follow up a few days later when I'm back in LA, and I go to take my measurements, and that's when I look at the email with the diagram they sent me and everything, and I realized that they weren't showing me how to take my measurements. They were asking me to put tape measure around me and send them a photo of my bare chest. No company is going to ask you to send them a photo of your yitties. So that's when I realized this whole time I've been speaking to a scammer. They made a fake email pretending to be working at the company, and they added the same ending that the company would use, but then they put at hotmail.com, but they were also forwarding me.
Okay, so
Can I say real quick? I fucking hate her voice because she's
Oh.
such a disingenuous person. Like, she reminds me of Hillary Clinton. She's just a psychopath. Like, I hate her. I don't traditionally hate women, but this one I do.
I like
Well-
how she's still trying to get the free bras too. She's like, sometimes if you drop the name,
yeah, right. Yeah. So
Should I feel bad that a multimillionaire got scammed?
no, not at all.
No.
I feel bad the guy who put in all that work to try to get the Yitties. His
And he didn't
plan
get
was
the Yitties.
foiled. Yeah, he's some
Wait,
evil
how you
supervillain
understand-
voice like, Drat, foiled again.
He's like rubbing his hands together.
Yeah.
And this Paradox says in the chat, wait, at hotmail.com. Yeah, who the fuck has a
Exactly.
Hotmail account in 2022, dude? That's some MySpace age shit.
Excuse me. I have a Hotmail account and I still use it. Kiss my grits. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of
Well, that's
retarded
fine.
in the French sense, just behind the 8 ball. All right.
So to address a question,
Do you remember what was it? It was at what was it? The other one, it was SBC Global or whatever. You know what I'm talking about? The rocket ship one? No, okay, never mind.
I remember AOL when everybody was on AOL. Welcome, you've got mail. That
So,
was-
To answer a question, New Audio 6, no, I should not be at work right now because my day starts early. Okay, I don't sleep till noon and then do half a day's work. Shut the hell up.
Ooh, shots fired at Little Riveter over there.
Little
I'm gonna take a
Riv, that's
piss.
right. All right. So anyway, yeah. So just as a I guess a fair warning to you guys, I'll take a moment here to put on my tech hat. If you receive an email from and they understand something, they can spoof email addresses too. This person wasn't smart enough to know how to spoof an email address. But if there's like a reply to or whatever, it will go back to the original email. It won't go back, go to the spoofed email address. And if you see it go to like a Hotmail or a Gmail or Yahoo or whatever, it's a telltale sign that it's not from the company or whatever. And so just do not just delete it. Mark it as spam. If you mark it as spam, that actually helps Google. If you're using like Google Mail, Gmail, that actually helps their algorithms determine addresses that are being used for spamming purposes, and those email addresses will get the term we use in technology is called blacklisted, which means that it will get marked as a spammer or email, and those email addresses basically become unusable. So anyway, guys, honestly, I'm out of stories.
Yeah,
and
he's got a
Colton-
DM from Colton, said he's not yet. I'm sorry. So I don't know if he's gonna flake. He'll be or just be extremely late. I don't know.
Okay.
But he's still doing Doc on the radio.
All right.
I'm
so
just
you-
wondering where my free underwear is. I've been sending these companies pictures of my,
Yeah.
down there. They said, and I haven't got the underwear yet. I don't understand.
Yeah, I at Sheath Underwear, Me Undies, Mac Weldon every day, and I'm like, send me shit for free because I'm a big famous influencer, and they don't buy it.
All right. So let's I guess let's just get into
Yeah,
this
fuck
shit.
it. We got a show to do, so let's just
Oh,
go through it.
Yeah.
If
All
he
right.
I'm
hops in,
sorry.
he hops in. Yeah, what's up?
And this is allegedly, I just saw this get posted. Apparently, Tim Pool was having sex with one of his co-hosts. Yeah, I don't.
Was it a man?
Lydia. I don't think that's a man. Could be. You never know. In the
In
year
this
of our
day and
Lord
age.
2022. Yes.
We're not bigoted. We accept all lifestyles here without discrimination.
All right.
Well, I don't know about the second part.
All lifestyles.
I can only speak for myself.
Okay. So were they two consenting adults? If they are, who gives a shit, right?
Well, his
No.
co-host was married. Probably
Uh-oh.
not to him. I think spicy.
Yeah.
Okay. Again, if they're two consenting adults, that's between them and or their spouses. I don't
Thank
give
God.
a shit. I don't give a shit. So anyway, yesterday,
Riveter said, "Fuck your story."
Aw.
no. Okay.
Wow.
If
I come
there's
on
a
this show, I get no respect.
No, it's not that at all. It's just like here's the deal, okay? It's just like what was it? The Try Guys, that whole damn story, right? So when the dudes
Trilateral Commission.
No,
Sorry.
there's this channel called the Try Guys, and one of the dudes was out here stepping out on his wife. Now, the thing about, I guess it made this so horrific to the fans, with this guy was always talking about his wife and how much he loved her and yada, 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 right? Okay, fine, whatever. I don't care. But then he wound up banging this girl, this woman, that I think was actually an employee of this YouTube channel, right? And and so he gets yeeted, which he was one of the co-founders of the channel. He gets yeeted off of the channel because he's having an affair with another adult person, and I should care why. I'm not married to the guy. He's not my spouse. You can say, well, there's power dynamics. Okay, maybe the fuck there was, but let me tell you something. There is always going to be a power dynamic in any fucking relationship, right? There's a power dynamic between me and my wife.
Especially when you tie her up. Hey, okay.
There's a power dynamic between my,
in close proximity of each other. Like even if they're married, shit does happen.
Exactly. Like my wife and I,
nature.
100%, right? Like me and my wife, there's a power dynamic. She has all the power. Why? She has all the women bitch that I love to mess with. So she has all the power. I was trying to be as critical as I could.
No, I'm so autistic. I'm on the spectrum to a degree that whenever I met Riveter in person, he's like, "Here's this is my mom," and then he introduced me to his wife. He's like, "This is my boss." So I was like, I literally thought it was his boss.
She's behind him with the whip right now. Get back to work. Keep off the story.
Yeah, she's like, get that money made, bitch. So anyway, so I mean, if women and men have been having sex ever since we were, depending on what you believe, created or crawled out of the little sludge pool, whatever. Men and women are having sex. That's just part of life, right?
And pussy can topple an empire. Look at Cleopatra.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
yes.
And guess what? Women have sex with women, and guys have sex with guys. And guess what? There's power dynamics there. Okay.
Stop messing with my worldview. No.
So I just don't. Anyway.
Well, I think this is proof that Tim Pool is balding because he has excessive testosterone and is clearly sexual.
Giga Chad.
appetite that cannot be satisfied, and you know, he has to resort to banging the nearest co-host. So, Riveter, you're lucky you're not filming in the same studio as Banana, because you know, there would be no way to satisfy
my sexual
anybody.
urges. No.
Tell you something.
I'd just be beating people because I was so horny. I couldn't figure it out.
You know, I don't know if you guys know. I know Joy knows this, but you know, a couple of months ago, I guess it was now, I was in Texas, and Banana actually met up for dinner, right?
Mm-hmm.
And the giga chadness that was radiating from Banana that night made me feel so inferior, not only as a man, but just as a human being. Period. I was like,
when I walked into the restaurant,
yeah.
the manager immediately came up to me because he knew how important I was, and he told me, anything you need, sir, we'll take care of it. I know, it's crazy. Everywhere I go.
But
Riveter couldn't even eat his steak.
For his shortness, because he's very tiny man.
I'm so tall. I don't know what you're talking about. I can't. I'm sorry, I'm not an actual tree like you. It's fucking 6'7".
Joy, you hung out with Banana in London, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna ask you a question. Did you find this, that like whenever Banana was around, there was not like a dry seat in the house? I mean, the women just lathered up because of him.
The point in the bar where like every woman simultaneously slipped off the chairs.
It's like he walks into the room and it was like one big giant orgasm. It's just
when I take my hat off, they all run away screaming.
You know what it was? It was like a scene out of When Harry Met Sally, right? He walks in the damn room and the women just start going Sally over everything.
They went full ragdoll physics, just
exactly. Yeah.
Mass psychosis. They start fucking destroying everything.
Literally orbiting him. He's just naming them. You're Ganymede. You're
Ned's just one massive slip and slide.
Oh shit.
Oh fuck.
No, do go on. Yeah, flatter me some more, please. Okay.
Oh, yeah. So, but
the real question is, what'd you have to eat when you went to Texas?
We had a steak. What the hell else? What do you mean? What did I have to eat? You're in Texas. You eat a damn steak, man. Shit.
We had tamale appetizers too. Those were fucking sick, dude. Oh
yeah.
My god.
We had some beers, and it was all real good. You know, had great company.
Yeah, I got some chili in London, and like to make fun of it, and then it wasn't chili. It was like a Asian chili, which was like rice and fucking beef, I guess, and something like with actual chilies in it. And so I was a bit disappointed, but not really, because it was really good.
Yeah, that chili's weird, man.
Hang on, you ordered chili in London and thought you was going to get chili?
I thought I was going to get some Texas chili, dude.
Oh, jeez. Oh,
I thought I was going to get some kidney beans, some motherfucking, ground beef, some.
I think the most disappointing thing I heard about that whole trip, honestly, was the fact that you flew all the way to London, right? And then you did not have a proper English breakfast.
I did in the airport on the way out.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did. Without, but I just didn't have black pudding.
Oh, then whatever it is called. Okay, Joy, tell him.
Blood pudding or whatever it is.
Well, black pudding is delicious. Like, it sounds disgusting, but it's delicious.
And
isn't it like pig's blood?
Fried pig.
Yeah.
Yeah, but correct me here, Joy, if I'm wrong. It's not considered a traditional English breakfast without it, though, right?
Really, no, but some people swap them out for hash browns.
It's not even close.
It's not even fucking close.
Well, the blood pudding, as they call it, or blood sausage or whatever, it's blood, but it's also got like is it oatmeal?
Mm.
I'm sorry, what was that, Joey?
It's got fat, like chunks of fat in it.
Yeah.
Well, I think you're thinking of the black and white pudding, because the black pudding is the blood, and then the white is the oatmeal based sausage, right?
Yeah, I think you're thinking of white pudding. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, we got to get into this story because
yeah. Okay. So anyway, yesterday, this Twitter user by the name of Cinnabon.
Look at the fucking profile pic on that bitch.
And I don't
How
know.
many
Cinnamon.
filters?
And here's the thing.
Her
I
eyes
don't-
are so far from her head. She looks like Uma Thurman in fucking Kill Bill, dude. Like, goddamn, space
Oh,
cadet looking ass motherfucker.
I'm with
Oh.
Joey. I would. Green's my favorite color. I think this is an op. This is what this is going on here. She knows that green's my favorite color.
Yeah,
Riveter.
you want to make your face a shade of puke green. It's hyper attractive. What are you saying, Brick?
she it's clearly that she knows what she's doing. She's one of those Harlequins, seductress,
Yeah.
women out
Young
here.
enough for DiCaprio. Tweets, follows, likes aren't always endorsements. Instagram reveal soon.
Yeah.
When's the book deal? Huh?
I don't know. But anyway,
Well, we're trying to get her to get a broad deal, and we're working on
Yeah.
we're trying to get her measurements currently.
I'm creating the Shell LLC right now to scam these people.
so anyway, she put out this tweet, and in this tweet, she alleged that Colton was horny on Maine, essentially, and she goes through this whole diatribe, and then gets with some of Colton's former, I don't know what the hell you would call them,
Colleagues?
I guess they were
Ex-girlfriends?
I don't want to use the term girlfriends. I don't know
Online
what
dating.
fuck, I don't know what you call it.
E-dating.
E-dating, fine.
It's
Whatever.
even
I don't-
e-dating. It's worse than that. It's just he's like every week you talk to him and he has a new e-waifu that he's like, oh, I'm in love and this is the one for me. But I mean, apparently this one wasn't the one for him.
Flavor of the week.
Okay, so all right, guys. So I'm really a fish out of water on this one, right?
Yeah, so like apparently Colton was talking to this girl for a bit and she catfished him with like some fake nudes, and then he was jerking off in a VC with her while they were watching a movie like Polar Express or some shit.
Okay, so I was listening to the Spurgcast over there on Doc on the radio. I was listening to it because this combination made sense. It was him, Matt Pitt, Colton, two of the girls, one of them being this Cinnabon, and Smaggle. So that conglomeration was having a conversation about all this. And one of the things that is kind of confusing on this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't get to listen to all of it. I had to quit to come over here because I joined it late or whatever, so I was kind of behind of everything. But the segment that I was able to listen to, Colton alleges that he was catfished. Okay, and his stance for catfishing was that when the conversation between him and her became sexual, we'll use that term, sexual in nature, and I can't believe I'm having to talk about this shit, but whatever.
These deviants, I cannot believe them.
She sent him, I guess, fake nudes, and what I mean by fake nudes is they were pictures of boobs or whatever that was sent, but they were not hers. She used I don't know if she just Googled, boobies or whatever. I don't know. But
yeah, fake.
But then she turned around and asked him for, I don't know if it was pictures or videos or whatever, of him coming to fulfillment of her pictures that she had sent him, because she wanted there to be a balance.
Balance of power.
And
I'm very
then-
transactional in the way I do this shit too. If it's not equal to the fucking, T, I have a schizophrenic break.
And then Colton said, and when I was listening to this, Colton said that during the conversations or whatever, that wasn't enough for her. So she then requested that he send her pictures of his
His Colton.
his penis, his penis and stuff, right?
His Le Pew.
Which he was his Le Pew, exactly. So
she's power fantasy. She wants more. Yeah.
So, well, she is Cinnabon. She is Cinnabon, so she's looking for that frosting. Clearly, you could just tell by the name.
Yeah, she's looking for the cup of frosting in the end.
Yeah. So he was more than glad to oblige, and he sent her the things.
Dick pics.
Now she says in that conversation, she says no, those were real pics. Those were real pics. Okay. But here's the problem. Oh no, that's not the one. Where is it? There, because
real is subjective, man.
This was. I swear to God, this was like hurting god dang cats.
Wait, did she use retarded in one of those tweets?
I'm sure she probably did, because this whole thing was retarded.
We gotta get her in here and give her a lecture about how I am very upset about this right now. She can't use that around me. Okay,
that's our word.
All right,
that's our word, man.
So Matt Pitt tweeted at her and said, "Hey, did you catfish Colton?" And then he also tagged 8030, because 8030, oh Lord Jesus, got into he was a mediator between these two, trying to, I guess, prevent it from going to where it went. And when they were talking to 8030 about this afterwards, 8030 said, "Well, I wasn't really paying attention." He goes, the conversation went on for a really long time, so I wasn't really paying attention to what was being said and whatever. The conversation lasted 30 minutes, and that was too long for him. But what I guess he didn't realize or understand is, if you're going to take the role of mediator, it doesn't matter how long the damn conversation lasts. You have to be attentive, because you are there to. So if someone comes out after that meeting and says X, and the other person says, "No, you said Y," then that mediator can say, "No, this was what was actually said, X or Y, whichever was actually said." So you're there for a record, as it were, right?
Well, the problem is that 8030 is actually just a sentient AI, and 30 minutes is he ran out of RAM and he couldn't remember all of it.
You know what?
What's how does he no, his Twitter has to be a fucking bot, because there's no way he likes those posts immediately the way he does. It's literally impossible. There's no way.
There could be he could have a bot tied to the account. That's possible that does that for him.
But then again, if it was a bot, he misses some people's tweets to like, so he doesn't always like them immediately. But whenever he does like them, it's literally as soon as the post is made. It's insane.
Well, he did make a tweet the other day that he was going to quit liking up, because he was concerned that it was going to get to where it was annoying to people.
That's silly. That's his brand.
That's what I told him. I said, "Dude, you've already established this as you can't not do it. You just cannot not do that." So anyway,
who Colton jacking off during movie time, or 8030 liking all the movies?
Yeah, the jacking off during movie time. That's both. Established it as a bit.
Yeah,
and now it has to continue.
So anyway, Cinnabon replies to Matt Pitt. This was a recorded conversation. So let's just listen to this conversation. And
Miss Paradox asks, "Why are we caring?" We care because it's funny, and literally Colton did nothing wrong, and it's just silly to see these people try to all these little people online. They get into weird relationships that don't exist, and then they lie about them, and then they try to cancel each other on Twitter. It's just funny. Yeah.
So let's. You kind of faded out there, King Brick. I don't know.
Colton is an upstanding member of the community, and we will not take this slander.
I don't know if I don't know if I'd go that. I don't know if I'd go that far, but
well, when he was jerking off, something was upstanding, I think.
Well, yeah, probably so. So let's listen to this conversation, because I find it interesting.
Reciprocal with it.
I was not just as reciprocal with it, and I sent you very generic pictures. You asked me to go on Snapchat, and then I sent you a random ass photo of someone else. That's literally nothing.
What? So he's just supposed to know, like, that they're generic pictures of somebody else? What?
Well,
Yeah.
see, okay, so
It
that
doesn't matter because it doesn't matter to her.
okay. Here's to me, this is a huge flag. And this was one of the things that I kind of got really aggravated, quite honestly. And I understand that sometimes when you're in the heat of a conversation or an interview or whatever, you don't always, because there's been times, honestly, where we've had people come on our channel and we've interviewed them. And after the fact, when I'm playing back the conversations and the interviews in my head, I get so mad at myself because I say, well, why didn't I ask this? And why didn't I follow up with this? And why didn't I go? Because especially when the person's being extremely slippery, right?
There are so many puns that could be made right there.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I want you guys to listen to what she says here, right? Because in the conversation that happened over there on Doc's stream, Colton says you sent fake pictures. They weren't even you. You catfished me, right?
Mm-hmm.
She says, no, I didn't. Those were real pics. Now, what she's doing there is being semantical.
Yeah, they weren't of her. They were real, but they weren't of her.
Exactly, because if you listen to what she says here, right? I want you to listen again, and this is her own words. Listen to what she says.
Me to go on Snapchat, and then I sent you a random ass photo of someone else. Like
a random ass photo of somebody else.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't that literally the definition of catfishing? Like
100%. 100%. And
but it gets better.
So the whole question then becomes and this was the next point of contention between them. They argued with who was asking who to get sexual first.
This is a very hard story to pin down all the details, clearly.
Yeah. So here's the thing. I don't think it matters who asks who to get sexual first. They both willingly entered into or took this relationship, for whatever it was, into a sexual area. Okay. She sent him pics of somebody else's body parts. Fine. That's catfishing. I think we all could agree that is the very definition of catfishing. Do we
go to her video of her talking at the camera? Because she literally explains it there too.
But I don't think that's her. I think that's like a whole nother girl, isn't it?
No, it's the same girl. It's the same girl.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll get to that.
That's fine.
Too. Okay. So, Joey, do you think that's catfishing?
Yes.
Okay. Brick, is that catfishing?
Yes, and it's like catfish. It's a very slippery thing. This situation here, and she's clearly just trying to like twist words. And the bad part is, it doesn't even make sense what she's saying. She's like, "Oh, I just sent pictures of somebody else. I don't understand why he would think that I'm trying to catfish him."
Yeah. All right. Banana.
Women.
What are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's obviously catfishing. It's I mean, she literally says it herself, but she's too stupid to realize that she told on herself. So
exactly. Okay. So let's continue listening to this.
Like, that's literally nothing.
Like,
Like, I don't know how you can like catch feelings of like on Snapchat.
Oh, hold on.
You asked me to go just.
Colton, welcome to the show, buddy. How you doing?
I'm so fucking sorry. It took me so long.
Dude.
I thought you were gonna say you're so fucking horny. I didn't know where this was going there.
That too.
All right.
Dude,
So
I have a fucking headache.
I would imagine so. I'll be honest with you, bud. I don't think we've ever talked. So my name's Riv. A Riveter. You can just call me Riv. That's what most people do.
Right.
So I was listening to that show that Doc was doing. Yeah. Prior to our starting our show, I didn't get to listen to all of it. I got to listen to the very beginning of it. Now, one of the things, and we're just kind of getting into your story. We kind of went ahead with it, kind of giving a little bit of a TLDR on this. So in that conversation that you were having with Cinnabon, or whatever the hell her name is here, she says, and this was one of the things I was just telling these guys here that I kind of got a little bit aggravated with, was, and she didn't really get or I'll say this: the segment that I got to listen to, she didn't get
Oh,
drilled
she
down.
got
in this.
drilled, all right.
By
She-
me, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't get this. Didn't really get. She wasn't taken to task on this. I'll choose my words more carefully with Banana because he's horny, and
yeah.
Okay.
She was
So-
being very naughty.
yeah. So you made the assertion that she catfished you, correct?
Yes.
Okay. She says, "No, I didn't catfish you." Right? Isn't that what she said in
that's-
that podcast that you did?
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So this is a video that she put out herself on her in response to a question that Matt asked her about, did you catfish Colton? Right. And this is what she says.
And I sent you very generic pictures. You asked me to go on Snapchat, and then I sent you a random ass photo of someone else. Like,
So
How generic were these pictures, Colton?
yeah.
In terms of like the fake one that she sent me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were they boobs? Was it the vagina? Was it, I mean, was
They
it
were, they were
just,
tits.
they're just
but I
titty
don't know why-
pictures? Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
All right. So were all the pics that she sent you that were sexual in nature, were they all fictitious or were they not her? I'll put it that way.
According to her, they weren't. I believe they were at the time, and then it was actually in this exact call that she's recording now. They were revealed to be fake, according to her.
The tits or the pics?
The tit. The pictures. Like she said that they were of someone else that she just said were her.
Right.
Yeah, she misrepresented who they were. She said they were her, but they were not. Correct?
Yeah, she's fucking lying. Yeah.
She was not. She okay. So, now that you're here, let's do this. This is your story, okay?
Oh yeah.
Now I have my thoughts, and I have some questions that I will, and maybe Banana and Joey and Brick might want to interject and ask as we go. I want to give you the opportunity, as uninterrupted as possible, to just tell your story. What, and so I give you the floor.
All right. Thank you, Senator. So essentially what happened was we met in this Twitter space, and we were like just talking casually, and then as it was like dying down, I believe it was an 80 Twitter space, and I joked to her like, oh, you want a date or something like that, and she was joking back like, yeah, sure. And so we went to Discord, and I thought that we were just like being friends, and so we went over to Discord, and we called for a few hours, and things started like heating up between us, and eventually we were like, we had phone sex together, and then at that point, and now she's now alleging that she faked it the whole time, but we did that together.
So
and then
let me just
we,
stop you
sorry.
for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Is it safe to assume that you have not ever actually had sex, as far as in the sense of, as far as penis in a vagina having sex?
I have. I don't know why.
What is this? Such a
Okay.
weird way to ask that. Are you a virgin? No. Yes.
Have
okay.
you put a penis in a vagina?
Yeah,
Have you
okay,
ever
let me tell you-
engaged in
Okay.
coitus?
Do you know how
Colton?
babies
We're
are
trying to
made?
ask.
I'm gonna
You
tell
know,
you.
first of
Okay,
all,
so there's the
do you
reason why I
understand
asked.
that women
There's a reason why I asked the way I asked, right?
Okay.
Because there are people who do not believe that certain acts are sex acts. So they're not. That it's not an actual act of sex. Like you can get a blowjob, and they don't believe that that's sex, or you can have anal with a woman, and she will still consider herself a virgin. There's all those nuances these days.
Southern thing, like a Southern Baptist thing to get. It's a loophole. The biblical
Exactly.
loophole.
It is a biblical
Out of
loophole
abstinence.
that allows the girls to still wear white when they get married. They're still virgins and pure because the butthole don't count.
I'm
Yeah.
taking it up the arse like 70 times.
Yeah, exactly. So okay.
Holy shit.
So anyway, just let you in a little secret because I'm old as hell, Colton. I don't know if you know this or not, but I just turned 54, so I'm old as hell.
Jesus.
I'm gonna tell you something.
Not that
Okay. women always fake it. That's not a big deal. So
Maybe
go
with
on
you,
your
Jack.
story.
I don't know about you. I don't know about.
Oh,
Oh,
yes,
are you
we
bragging
already.
that you're a sex haver riveter? I can't believe you.
Yeah, it's degenerate.
Why do you have sex?
You lost
Yeah.
my vote, frankly.
Why do I have? Why do I have sex? Because it fucking feels good. Why the fuck else would you? Yeah.
Well, that's
I'm
fair. Well,
disappointed.
the crazy bitches like this can be too, you, so you don't know.
Yeah.
Dude, I've been
That's why you
married.
don't have sex.
I have been
You
married
just
for
have anal.
26 years. So there is no me too in me.
Oh,
Never say never.
congrats.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to this chick's fucking video on Twitter and then go through it.
Well, I want Colton to continue his
Oh
story,
yeah,
so.
my bad.
Oh wait. Okay. So essentially, we had the segs over the phone. It was on Discord, and then we were like talking about exchanging nudes. I forget exactly who like said it first.
It doesn't
But
matter.
we were both like, yeah, let's do it. And I said, well, it'd be better if we went to Snapchat because it deletes, and I'd be more comfortable with that. So she's like, sure. And then we were sending each other images, and she sent me ones where she was like half clothed or whatever. And then she sent me like her tits there, a picture, and that's the one that she now says were fake. And then, or it was fake. I mean, sorry. And then she asked me for videos of me like finishing to her pictures, and then I sent that,
Jesus.
and as well as like a picture or two of myself. And she asked this for me multiple times. I know I'm not that proud of it, but then a- after that we just sort of like it just sort of fizzled out to where we just started like hanging out a lot, although we were talking about like getting closer. um and then she yeah, after that we were just like hanging out for a while. And there was one thing that happened that sort of interrupted it, where one day, it was like the day after I opened up to her about like my abandonment issues that I've had since I was a kid,
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
where the day after, she just decided to ghost me for the full day to see how and then the next day she comes back and says she did it to see how I'd react.
Wow, what a
Um,
psychopath! Oh my god.
yeah.
Fucking
That's
head
honestly
bangers.
like no shit, Colton. That's like my worst nightmare is just like you know, like somebody just lying to you about everything. Somebody that you
Yeah.
like, you know, confide in, you know?
Yeah.
I'm sorry to hear that, man.
Yeah,
That
was
sounds
really fucked
horrible.
up.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
thank you. Yeah,
Okay.
so then after that, I was like telling her, it just I can't really keep talking to her because as much as I care about her, that was really fucked up. Like treating me like a test rat, a science
Mm-hmm.
rat. And then she was like, and there were also some like tweets that there's one tweet that she liked and one that she made, and I was like paranoid at that point, thinking they were both about me. And then I told her like I just can't like believe anything you say, and she's like, I'm not trying to convince you anything, I'm just trying to communicate, and was like being all sweet and like,
I'm just
and
trying to
then
manipulate
fucking
you
worked on me.
emotionally. Yeah.
Yeah, and it fucking worked on me because I'm a gullible idiot. And I decided to give her another chance. We were hanging out for a few weeks later, and then we started naturally growing distant. And then one day I just decided to unfollow her, and I'd unfollowed her after she ghosted me as well and refollowed her. And so I decided to unfollow her, and literally less than 30 seconds after I unfollowed her, she DM'd me like she was watching, and she told me like, well, wait, what? I'm just okay. Did you unfollow me like because I haven't gotten back to you or anything? And I just said, well, we just have been distant, and I still think like I'll still hang out with you, but I just don't want to follow a lot of accounts, like you know this. And so she was like, nah, it's just annoying being constantly unfollowed and refollowed. And then she blocked me. And then a week later, this like she just makes tweets randomly, like calling me a suicide baiter and saying that I pushed her, like I violated her over the
Jesus.
phone or whatever.
So let's
Okay.
go like so the behavior the entire time has been emotionally manipulative, narcissistic, borderline psychopathic, and whenever you didn't capitulate to her fucking manipulative behavior, she goes on Twitter and tries to embarrass you publicly and cancel you. Even
Essentially, yeah.
yeah, even though you don't even have like a fucking platform. Like I don't know, do you have like a show or something? We can also promote that, by the way, if you do.
Oh, thank you. I used to make videos, but I retired like a year ago. But
Okay. So
essentially,
no.
Yeah, no, not really. But that was funny because there were multiple times in Doc's stream, just an hour ago, where she's saying like, I'm doing this so that women are aware, like she's speaking for the women to keep them away from Colton.
What a fucking wow.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. So,
Succubus in action.
Soul sucker, dude.
She just wanted that batter. She was looking for that frosting, Colton, and you gave it to her. That was the mistake. You had to string her along like a real man.
So it's my understanding that that Colton and Banana and Brick and Joy are all somewhat friendly and have had conversations and stuff in other servers and what have you. Is that an accurate statement?
Yeah, a lot of idle.
Yeah, tons actually. Unprotected.
That's a
just, yeah.
No, it was a voice chat, but yeah.
I preserve my virginity. I just do soaking. I don't know if you know that, the Mormons.
Oh God, Brick, I love you. So here's the thing.
I'm a virgin. Hold on there, sir. Back up. Okay.
Careful with that language.
Trust me, Brick. If you get my presence, you will not be a virgin no more.
Never been kissed.
Come to me, Brick.
So
literally.
Sorry, it was just.
I'm gonna.
Let's watch Polar Express.
Okay, so I'm gonna show my age here a little bit on all this stuff, Colton. I find all of this very, very strange. When I was a young person such as yourself, there was none of this stuff, right? I mean, our idea of communication, if you didn't have the nerve to just go walk up to a girl and talk to her, which I didn't. I was very I didn't have any confidence. I was very reclusive in that aspect, right? I had no confidence in myself. I had no swagger, as it were, right? You would write a note and you would put it in her locker, or you would get a friend to hand it off to her or whatever, right? So I kind of get a little bit of this and not having that type of whatever. But I would, and I think this kind of, I would say this to anybody that's listening to this, right? I find this whole quote unquote e-dating or dating through Discord or the Snapchatting and all that kind of stuff. I find that not a good thing, because I see way too much of this type of stuff here, right? To where either a guy uses, manipulates a girl, or a girl manipulates a guy. I think in this situation, from everything that I've read, from things that I've listened to this young lady in her own words, things that I heard her say in the doc stream, where she actually admitted that way back early in y'all's relationship, she started recording everything. That's just not normal. Okay,
it's fucking not.
Hold on.
What? What's weird is she said that, and then she said, "Oh no, I mean, I started recording after things started getting weird." And I was like, "When was that?" And she just didn't answer. So I don't know when.
Well, okay,
she was making it weird
because she doesn't have an answer.
She does. Okay, here's the thing. that is a telltale sign that she's lying, because here's the problem with all liars: they cannot keep their shit straight. They can't
keep track of it.
No, and so they can't keep track of what lies they told, to who, when, where, and what. They just can't do it. And what I'll say in this is this was a very unfortunate event. I think you were 100%. You were taken advantage of. I think you were 100%. You were catfished. I 100% believe that this girl, especially after you shared some of your insecurities that you have as far as abandonment and things like that, I 100% believe she seen an opportunity to take advantage of you, and I believe she did that. And I will say this: the only thing that you possibly did wrong, Colton, in this whole situation was, I think you looked for friendship and companionship in the wrong person. And I've done that, and I'm sure every guy on this call has done that as well.
Yep.
That is
failed marriage to prove it, buddy.
that is not something that is unique to you. So I don't think you should feel bad about that. Now, this is speaking, I guess, kind of like a fatherly advice or whatever going forward. So, because I believe you're like what, 19, right?
Yes.
Okay, so you're a little bit younger than what my sons are. So, but what I would tell you is this: just don't send pics of your dick to anybody, ever.
Yeah. Well,
The
I know that
golden
now.
Hold up, wait a minute, Colton. I have this deal for exclusive male underwear. We just need to know you.
What's your dick size? We can make it custom tailored to you. If you could send a picture.
To junk undies at html.com.
Okay.
God, you didn't miss that. That we were discussing the whole
It's like a
Pokemon
callback.
story.
Yeah.
So,
To her, she getting catfished by a company.
Nothing. I as a guy, I'm sorry, and guy that's been through shit like this. I've had women in my life that 100% used me. And here's the thing, right? This was IRL shit, right? This was not because there was no internet back then, right? And so these were just girls that I met that manipulated me and, used their, how do I put this? Their womanly wilds to
Their evil vagina magic.
yes. And boobies and to manipulate and control me. And that's why I'm saying there's always a power dynamic, and it's more times than not. And guys don't like to admit this, right? But I will. They have everything that we're trying to get into, and so if they start teasing us or using that as a dangling carrot in front of us, they can make us do some really stupid ass shit. I know I've done stupid ass shit over the years because of it. I openly admit that. So. I wouldn't beat yourself up about this too much.
You just meet a nice girl who lives local to you.
Yeah.
Wait,
Yeah,
Colton,
definitely.
is she a Latina by any chance? Just
Unfortunately not. No.
Really?
She's black.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
So were you? Because I don't want you to dox yourself. So please, God, don't do that. But do you?
All right.
But do you
I'll
live
consider.
in a?
I kind of do. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you live in a more like populated area, or you live in a more rural area, or?
I live in I guess it's Florida, so it's
Okay.
hot out, and I just hate going out in the heat in general. It's
Sure.
not even if it was like the most populated area in the world. I spend a lot of my life online because I have autism, and so it's really difficult to like socialize with people.
Okay. All right. Yeah. So social things are.
For people
Yeah.
with autism.
So you know what I think you need, Colton? Honestly, if I could shoot straight here with you, man, I think you need a wingman. I think you need. I'm serious. Now listen to me on this. Now, I think you need a buddy, a guy, right, that can be your wingman,
Or a lesbian girl.
yeah,
Never
or a
handy.
lesbian girl, yes,
Yeah.
that can kind of help you navigate these waters. But one of the things I would really strongly, and not just online, because I understand a lot of people use online, methods to meet people. I know there's apps out there nowadays. What is the Tinder and Bumbler and whatever the fuck all there is out there to meet people. So I'm not pooping on the whole electronic age or whatever, but just don't just rely on that if all possible. Go out and I hate the term. I don't want to say touch grass, but just go out.
I need to touch grass.
No, not touch grass, but just go out. I mean, I don't
Touch ass.
Yeah.
Touch
of course,
ass. There you go.
I'm not. I've been out of the dating pool for a long time.
Bar
But-
man, get shit faced.
You hear that, Simps? He's taken.
I'm
Okay,
taken,
back
yeah.
off.
See, here's the thing, guys. I've been married for 26 years, right? I think I've been married for longer than most of you guys in this call have been on alive.
That's true.
So, so it's I'm a little bit distanced from this, but there has got to be still places where young people can go in person that
There really
not,
aren't. Not these
It's called
days.
a bar. It's called a
Really?
bar.
Well, okay,
And maybe in
but he's-
England, but not in
yeah.
the U.S.
Okay, but
Everything's
he's-
so fucking far apart.
He's 19, so he can't go into a bar, right? But
Yeah,
I mean,
No,
back-
I can't.
yeah, back in my and I'm gonna show be real stupid here, I guess. But are malls not a thing anymore? Because I mean, that was a place we used to go when I was a teenager and stuff, and young. We'd go to malls to
Bit
meet
creepy when
girls.
you're 19.
Nah, malls are dying. It was big over here in Jersey. Malls were always, when I was younger, malls were
Yeah.
cool. But then they invented a little thing called Xbox Live, and the kids
Oh.
haven't been outside since. Yeah.
No, they really haven't.
Oh,
No, I guess the good
Jesus
thing is though,
Christ.
Colton, is like nobody really fucking like cares about this at all. I mean like other than like, you know, making a show on it, but like
Yeah.
literally like you seem to have come out the best possible fucking end
Yeah.
to this situation. So that's
Because-
always good.
Yeah, I honestly, I do believe this girl looks horrible in this situation. She really does.
Yeah. Can you play that video of her? Like, hold on, Miss Paradox wants to call. Let's take Miss Paradox real quick.
Okay, yeah, pull her.
Hey, Miss Paradox, welcome to the show. How you doing today?
Yeah, hi guys. How's it going?
Pretty
Oh,
good. What you
awesome.
got for us?
Oh.
Well, I'm gonna play the devil's advocate for y'all.
Okay, let's do it.
So so we're talking 19-year-olds, right?
Uh-huh.
This is what we're talking. We're talking 19-year-olds.
Well,
Okay.
Colton's 19, but I think the
Fucking-
girl was a little bit older than that, right?
22, yeah.
Okay.
22. Okay.
Give or
but-
take 2 or 3 years, like give or take.
Yeah.
All right. So let me get this right. You guys messed around, and then you unfollowed her because she ghosted you, and then she confronted you about unfollowing her, and then that's when all this came out. Is that correct?
That's a condensed version, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay, condensed version. Okay. All right. So is it a possibility that she saw the unfollow and flipped?
I believe that 100%. I haven't said it. Like,
Okay.
I can't say it's the fact technically because I can't prove it. But this is.
Look.
We were on really good terms until I unfollowed her. Then she spurred out and blocked me, and then this
So
came out like
she
days
flipped.
later.
So she flipped out. So let me get this right. She triggered you by ghosting you, or what you perceived to be ghosting, and then you proceeded to get triggered by her doing that, and then you unfollowed, and then she got triggered by you unfollowing. Am I roundabout right?
I think that's condensed because I that did happen. I unfollowed her after that, but then she like sweet talked me into giving her a second chance, and so I followed her again, and we hung out for like a week or two after, and then I decided that we were growing distant, so I decided that it just wasn't worth it, and I unfollowed her again, and then that's when she noticed it within like 30 seconds of me
Okay.
unfollowing.
So from where I'm sitting is that, and I don't mean to, by saying this, I'm not diminishing your experience whatsoever, Colton. Please
Go right ahead,
understand that. I think that you guys both triggered the shit out of each other, and I think that it blew up in everybody's faces, and I think it's just teenagers being teenagers. And unfortunately, you guys exchanged nudes. I could even see her saying, yeah, those are fake, or even, I don't know. I'm just saying you guys are taking a lot of things for granted here. You don't know what her situation was on the other end.
Yeah,
you don't
but
know
she
if
sent
she's
him fake
faking
nudes,
that it's not
Paradox.
hers.
Like, you know,
Yeah, absolutely. If there's nudes involved, that's
like to
number
no.
one.
Not only
I
did
mean-
she send him fake nudes, but also sent him fake nudes to coax him to send him real nudes to her real nudes.
Well, again, she's saying that they're fake, and what I'm saying
No.
is that
She didn't
maybe
say she didn't say they were
intend them.
fake to Colton. Is what I'm saying. Colton
Who
was
did-
under the
who did
impression,
she speak to?
huh?
She lied.
She didn't say that they were fake until she
To
started
Colton.
trying to expose Colton
Yeah.
and try
Yes.
to ruin his
Okay,
online presence.
So could it very well be a possibility that she's making that up, that they were indeed her nudes, and she didn't want them to be released? She didn't want to admit that they were her nudes and that she did what she did? Is that a possibility?
That's possible, but
Sure.
she's doubled down on it so much to where I can't really tell. I thought about
Okay,
that at
so
first.
she is unreliable. She is obviously taken things from 0 to a million without any,
Yeah.
rational explanation. And I can understand that. I can understand how being, in your 20s, you're going to do something stupid like that. I get it. I get it. But Colton, also too, if she was ghosting you, if she was doing the things that you got your feelings hurt, I would highly recommend, instead of unfollowing someone, you say, hey, listen, I don't know if you haven't been around or what's going on, but I was concerned that you didn't get back to me, or da 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 da.
I said that.
Confront it
That's
head
exactly
on.
what I did, and she got upset about it. Because she said I was like blowing up her phone, and I sent her like 3 messages about it.
Okay, then that is completely out of your control. All you can do is just basically say, listen, you haven't followed up with me. I would just like to check in. And also it might be, and this is no offense, but it might take into consideration your autism, which is, the way that you communicate to somebody about how they're infringing on your boundaries. That might be a different issue than, the way that you came at her might be a different way. Do you know what I mean? But I would highly consider never giving your nudes out. Like, unless you seriously know.
I think he learned his lesson on that
very
one.
fucking long time. If you're gonna walk away with learning anything from this, is do not give your nudes out. I don't care if you've known them for a year. Like, everything is personal. That shit can follow you for the rest of your life.
Colton, I'm a pretty girl. Please send me your nudes. Come on. Ooh,
Okay.
I'll
Rick,
you.
hold on. I'm coming.
So high.
Okay, so
his virginity is spoiled.
My whole point is that you guys don't know exactly. I haven't heard her story. Colton, you're the only one that I've heard the story from. I just think that there's a lot of triggering that happened on both ends. And I think both people reacted in ways that are not exactly the most appropriate that you would choose.
Okay.
That's all. I'm just saying that there's a bigger story than black and white. I don't think she's a pure manipulator from the word fucking go. I would have a hard time believing that.
Well,
some of the behavior,
I
disagree. I disagree entirely.
I would too.
Especially because she went full nuclear after like a little bit of issue. Yeah.
I think also.
It's not just a little bit of issue. It wasn't just a little bit of issue. Okay. It was, she ghosted him, then he unfollowed her, then they talked about it, and then they had another run in. It wasn't just one thing that went her from 0 to whatever.
Does that warrant a Twitter cancellation?
Oh, I'm not saying it does. I'm saying she took it from 1 to nuclear, absolutely. However, there was a lot that happened in between there that you can go, okay, well, I can see that she totally flipped. And and honestly, if Colton has her nudes, if I were in her position, I would say that they were fake too.
Yeah, fair.
I would absolutely deny that they were mine completely. I would say they were absolutely not mine.
You do bring up some valid points as far as lying about them potentially being hers. I will get that. I'll give you that. But what I will take some exceptions with is by listening to what she said. And like I said, I didn't get to listen to all of it. I want to preface that again. I didn't get to listen, but what I did get to listen to, she kept changing her story in a very short period of time on Doc's stream.
Right, and that is somebody that's trying to get her lies straight.
Exactly.
And for somebody to, and is she a liar? Yes. Is she a manipulator? Probably. Is she, is she a counselor on Twitter? Absolutely, because that's what she did. Yeah. I don't negate that. What I'm saying is that I think that her side of the story is it's not so black and white.
No, yeah.
Well, yeah.
There's some Colton has his part to play as well. Yeah, like he'd probably not be trolling online for fucking
100%.
Like
she was looking for that blood pudding, he said in the white.
What I'll also point out is this, and I think this is something to keep in mind as well. When Colton was confronted with all this, right, and Colton had to tell his side of the story, Colton's story has never wavered. It's never changed. As embarrassing as it is, and I think Colton will admit that it is embarrassing stuff there that he's had to talk about. He hasn't changed. He hasn't lied. And to me personally, my gut instinct tells me that a person that's telling the truth is a person, even though it's not good, is a person that I can kind of get back behind and support more so than someone who is blatantly lying and changing their story with every other breath.
Consistency goes a long way. I mean, absolutely. If Colton is sticking by his side of the events and he's consistent with his story, you know, I'm more apt to really fall in line with his story. Don't get me wrong. I'm not negating that at all. I'm just saying that there is that her
more to it.
Her side of this story is definitely bigger than her just being a manipulating bitch.
No, yeah. I mean, I imagine there's more to it there. There's a wealth of information that we are not privy to as to why she did some of the things she did. You know, whether or not that's incriminating to Colton.
And Colton, you know, I don't feel bad. I mean, I know that sounds like an asshole thing to say, but don't feel bad. I mean, it's one you had to go through this. It's one of those trial by fires that you have to go through life. It fucking sucks. And then you learn from it and you move on. You know, you pull up your bootstraps and you keep on moving.
And you get stronger.
And and then you get stronger. And then you learn, if you learn from your past errors, absolutely, then you get stronger. Otherwise, you're just bound to repeat it. If nothing changes, nothing changes.
Respectfully, Miss Paradox, I think, Colton, you should feel very bad. You should be shamed. How dare you think that this girl is sending you nudes and being horny on me? And
I don't.
But no, I think Miss Paradox is right.
You know, and I gotta tell you, Riveter is absolutely 100% correct. Women fake it all the time.
Exactly.
Now I'm upset. I don't like hearing that information. I'm gonna forget that. I'm gonna selectively forget that you said that.
Well, listen,
I don't like it.
Mixed Paradox, we appreciate you calling in, hon, and you have a great day.
Thanks for having me.
Of course,
Appreciate
anytime.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All right, have a good one.
Bye-bye.
So just a little housekeeping right quick, guys.
I gotta piss. Watch this video though.
Yeah. So we got a tip or donation, whatever, from Professor Buttface, and Professor Buttface says, "It's possible the guest might be gay. Nothing wrong with that, but might be an option if he continues to seek companionship over the internet." Well, I don't think Colton's
gay after this.
No, I don't think you should. Well, okay. I don't want to. Hang on. I'm going to cancel myself here. Jesus. Colton, you 100% need to be whatever Colton wants to be. Okay. But here's the thing. Sometimes we have to, you know, sometimes we have to hit our thumb a few times before we learn. Because from my understanding, this is maybe not to this degree, but this has kind of been a thing in the that has happened before, right? As far as girls and jumping into the to the DMs and what have you. Correct? I mean, this is not maybe not to this degree, but you have kind of been a little flirtatious or whatever with girls in the past. In Twitter DMs or Discord DMs or whatever. Is that true or?
Yeah.
Okay.
I sometimes.
Yeah.
Dude, you just see my DMs. You think that's bad? I fucking flirt with everybody. I don't give a shit.
Well,
you gonna cancel me?
Special Banana. Oh my god, damn it.
But
try.
But what I would say is if there's somebody out there, again, like if you've got a buddy online that you trust, that you've known for and if they're even IRL, would even be better, I think personally. But just kind of get you a wing guy and say, hey, listen, I've kind of met this girl, and I'm kind of and kind of maybe let the guy feel out the situation and whatever, and kind of run things by him maybe before you actually do it or engage in it or whatever. But let's listen to this video because Banana wants to hang on here, let me get back to this here. No, that's not the right one. Dadgummit, hang on. Let me get the. Here we go. All right. So where's it at here? Twitter. Okay, here we go. So let's listen to this video. Now, is this the girl here, Colton? Are you watching the shared screen I have up?
Look, I don't know why she looks like that here. I feel like I got catfished a second time. She's way hotter.
Is it filter?
Well, Colton, I think Riveter's right, and sorry, a little late, but you just need somebody. You need a stunt cock. You need somebody to send the dick pics, preemptively. That way, if she's just trying to get the pics, you could say, "Whoa, that wasn't even mine," and then then you.
What most men do is just find one online that kind of looks like yours.
Yeah,
exactly. It's a what is it? A stand-in cock?
Just get your protractor out and.
Well, that looks about nice.
Here's a better idea, Colton. No, just no.
Obviously, we're joking. All right, let's watch this video.
Both
All right. So, but here's what I want. Is this really her?
Hey, Colton, if it makes you feel better, dude. Honestly, on last note on this, like mine got revealed too, but not on Twitter. This was in like high school. So if it makes you feel better, I've been through it. It sucks. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's listen to what this
let's listen.
This young lady has to say here. So.
Catfishing situation, I seriously don't understand that. It's stupid as fuck. I bring up suicide baiting and him spamming my Discord and how he's treating women in the community, and he wants to bring up how I'm a catfish. So I just find that really fucked up. Also, just because I sent him a fake nude in the later stages of the relationship, when I started realizing, hey,
it was literally the first
people are
day
telling
we
me
were
this
talking.
guy's fucking.
So it was the first day that you guys were talking. The nudes were exchanged.
Yes.
I'd honestly get creeped out, man. I'm like, can you just leave me alone?
All right, we got a caller here. Let's pull him in. Nerdy John, you're on the air. You got a question for us?
Hello.
You're muted. You're muted, Nerdy John.
You gotta unmute yourself.
Nerdy John.
He's not server muted, is he? No.
No.
Okay.
Hey, John. Hello.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
I
Okay.
hear you loud and clear. What you got for us?
Colton, dude, okay, I'm on your side on this. Let me be clear on that. You would have learned by now, dude. Like, dude, like any situation involving like sexting in this community, you know how it ends, dude. Like, come on.
Yeah, I know now. I need to learn myself.
He's taking a beating today.
Yeah, like, dude, let me be clear. Unless unless she brings actual evidence, I'm on your side on this. But it's like, dude, especially like, no offense, dude, but you are a sort of like goofed on person in this community. Did you not think this was gonna happen?
Well, no, I think he's aware now, John. pretty sure he's intimately aware with it. You got anything else? You got anything else for us?
I think it's stupid that she's like, well, I might have catfished, but yeah. Colton, just learn better, dude.
All right, thank you for the call, John. We'll talk to you later. All right.
All right, so let's continue listening to this
Jesus,
whatever it is.
Up, stay away from him, and I didn't really know how to distance myself. At that point, he had already asked me for photos, and I had asked him for photos back just because it was consensual and it was mutual, and I wanted things to be equal. Sending him
mutual?
fake news.
Yeah, but it's my fault.
But it's fake news. Like if she's getting real nudes from you and requesting real nudes, and she sent a fake nude, unless I don't know words, that's not mutual at all.
Unless Paradox is right and she's lying about that to say that it's not really her nudes, but it is her nudes. I don't know.
That's a good point.
Does it match, Colton? The nude? Does it look?
I thought it did. I don't know though. I can't remember.
Okay, fair.
Because
fair
so again,
metadata.
If I'm correct and understand this, all the quote nudes were sent via Snapchat, which means they disappeared, right?
See, if anyone sends me those, I screen cap them. I don't give a shit. They're like, "Why'd you do that?" I'm like, "Bye." Never do it. I will steal them every time. I don't give a shit. What are you gonna do? Take it back? You can't. I screen capped it.
Yeah. But yeah, that's correct, right, Colton? Everything that was I guess nudity or whatever involved, those pictures were sent or videos were sent via Snapchat, correct?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So yeah, I think. So here's a question, and this question's for Colton. So, do you think that you hit your thumb hard enough this time to where this is not ever going to happen to you again?
My thumb is literally fucking throbbing with pain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about thumbs here, right?
Yeah, we're talking about thumbs here. Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
We're not talking about the king of thumbs.
Yeah.
Nothing else is to this
So-
video, trust me.
So I know that. Do you like have a group of guy friends that you kind of are, I guess, comfortable enough with to kind of have that, that, I guess, as open as you feel as far as conversations to where you can go to them for advice? Oh, hang on here. We got another
Brick, fuck off.
donation here. So Jacksepticeye donated $1. Top of the morning, Colton. Just sending love from my Twitch stream, and also wanted to tell you not to give up. There are plenty of fish in the sea. Hang in there. Well, see, there you go.
Wow, that's a real Jacksepticeye. That's crazy.
That's probably JFA. If I had, I'd have to get in there and look at the actual
What?
source.
Like, but what if it was though? He just so happened to be.
If it was Jacksepticeye, a tight ass $1. If it was really Jacksepticeye, come on.
Fucking rich elite in this country, I swear to God.
To be fair, I did a Twitter space about this yesterday, and the real verified Twitter Donald Trump showed up.
No way.
Yeah.
No, he didn't, because Donald Trump's account's still banned, dude. Come on.
No, it was.
Yeah.
Colton's saying that Trump is ban-evading. Okay, they need to stop this man. This is the greatest threat to our Twitter democracy that I've ever seen. Okay, and Colton is complicit in it. This should not stand, man.
For a moment, Colton thought that Brick was spamming the mic with music because of the dono.
Okay.
I heard you tell him to shut the fuck up. That was hilarious.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Brick.
I haven't.
See, Colton, I could have been your wingman, Colton. Okay, I could have saved your ping from getting out there on the internet, but because you just think that I'm the bad guy here.
No, I've got it set up, guys, to where the dono alerts come through so that Banana knows he can hear it and he'll shut up. And but no, no. So, do you have a group of guy friends that you can run things
Absolutely
by?
not.
Absolutely not. Okay.
I prefer talking to chicks, in general.
Okay. I get that, dude, but okay.
Not in a sexual way. I mean, as friends.
Okay. Can I just be?
We're about to have the Tommy C. Men and women can't be friends argument.
I'm gonna be brutally honest with you about something here. Okay, and this is tried and true information that I'm telling you. Okay, unless you are in a committed relationship, preferably marriage, you cannot have female friends. You just can't. And I'm going to tell you why.
That's not how I work.
Okay, I understand that's why you think you don't work, but listen to me. I'm going to tell you why you've got stinking thinking, okay? Because as long as you are available, you're always going to be inclined to try to go from the friend zone to the end zone. And that shit just don't work. And you wind up in situations like you just went into and getting out of. Okay? Listen to me on this. I'm giving you some advice. You have got to have some male friends around you that are your buds. Okay? These are the guys that you can go to and they will have your back. You've got to have that, dude. I'm just telling you.
Don't you get bored of just talking to female friends all day? Don't you need some testosterone in your fucking?
Need some
Calling us-
locker room bro talk,
Testosterone on
Carlton.
my pizza.
Nah,
Well,
do you
okay.
need to know what you need to do is shake down a trans kid for some TRT. It's really.
Yeah.
I'm because here's the thing, right? Girls and guys do not look at the situations the same. They don't think the same. And so if you're going through something, whatever, dude, I'm telling you, you've got to have guys there because chances are one or more of those guys have been through that damn situation and they can help you navigate the waters that you're going through. And they can sit there and be supportive of you. And let me tell you something. And if you're doing something stupid, they will bust your balls and tell you, hey, you're being stupid. And it's important to have that. I cannot emphasize it enough, dude. You got to have that. And I mean, that's, I understand.
Yeah, I mean, like malls don't exist anymore, but there's things like, if you're into like fucking Magic the Gathering, you go to like F&M or something, fucking get a group of people that actually give a shit about you and aren't manipulating you.
As a person that played FNN, I don't even think those things exist anymore, dude.
Yeah, they do. There's shops like
COVID literally destroyed.
Oh, because they're all
those
liberal and
businesses.
they're babies and they're too scared to go outside their home.
They're just So
rest in peace. Well, I don't know, man. I guess you're fucked.
No, he's not fucked.
I know. I'm kidding. Obviously.
I mean, I would say, find some guys that are relatively close as you can to your age, maybe a little older, because chances are, they'll have already maybe experienced a time or a thing or two twice or whatever. And I'm telling you, man, no.
It's good having an outside opinion, Colton. It's good having
objectivity.
Especially with stuff like this. The old adage, men only have enough blood to run one head at a time, and it's very useful to have somebody who's on the outside of a situation like that, where you're like,
who literally doesn't care. Yeah, and they can tell you objectively what you're doing wrong. That's why I go to counseling, honestly. Like no bullshit. Like that's because they don't have an interest in lying to you. They're just like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. Okay, how do I fix this? Please help me. All right.
Do you think, Colton? Do you think that she's just a bad egg, or do you think that and that there are other girls out there that are receptive, or do you think that maybe you're a little too trusting with all these random girls that you meet up with on the internet?
The thing is, I'm not typically trusting. I think that there's a lot wrong with her. I definitely caught on to like crazy stuff that she told me. But I'm sort of a kind of person where I see red flags as like not green flags, but I guess some red flags where it's like I don't know how to say it, but
what you're trying to say is
a bunch of stuff that she's went through, and I always feel like I want to help people, and so I sort of felt like compassionate to it.
Colton is trying to say he's an alpha Chad bull.
No,
and when he sees a
really.
red flag, he charges at it full strength.
Yes.
No, it's just a thing about setting boundaries, because people will parasitically use your time and your empathy to absorb your time, like in a way that's not mutual. Like in a way that's not reciprocal. Like they're not giving back to you, and so that's like a codependent trait that you probably maybe honest to God, maybe go talk to a counselor and figure out like what's going on there to have some more healthier relationships in your life. And that's not my business.
My therapist soon.
Good.
So,
I'm glad to hear that, man.
So here's something I'm gonna that just kind of popped in my head here, and usually I try to trust my gut instincts on these. I'm going to put on a little bit of a conspiracy thing here a little bit, okay?
Uh-oh. Going in.
Uh-oh.
All right, so since this...
hold on 1 second. Hold on, I want to address something in the chat. Creed says, I'm sorry, I can't stand this. Let's not give this moron advice. He's not going to... Hey, Creed, if you don't like it, exit out of the fucking stream. Don't put stupid shit like that in the chat.
Yeah.
Well, no, but not even that. You should always be giving people advice, because even if it's not applicable to even if it's not applicable to you, Creed, there are other people who are on the internet being horny on main, and
You can sit here and hate watch the fucking stream.
Yeah.
Like ridiculous.
So here's my thoughts. All right. Colton, I would be extremely cautious going forward, and here's why. I don't believe for 1 second that this is first of all, no one can be canceled unless they decide to be canceled. All right, let's just get that out
I'm
there.
not letting this affect me.
No. But what I'm going to caution you is this. If you don't allow yourself to be canceled here, right? There are some vindictive people out there. Okay. And so there could be some people who will try to piggyback off of this, right? Because you have been very open about the situation. You have been very forthcoming with some information about some shortcomings that you do have in your life, and they will use that to come at you. And what I mean by that is, and it could be, it could be guys who are acting like girls, or it could be girls that are going to just do this because they're on a mission. They will come in and they will do stuff that's going to be manipulative. They're going to do stuff that's going to try to get you back down this road again, to try to ultimately cancel you, right? To get you into something that is so horrible that you become so embarrassed that there is that you just don't want to be online anymore, right? So be extremely, extremely cautious. And that's why I'm again saying it. I understand you feel more comfortable around girls and you feel more comfortable speaking to girls. I get that. But I'm telling you, if you do not get some guy friends in your life that is going to watch your six and help you, dude, I'm and all bullshit aside and all funny jokes and all that kind of stuff aside, I am a little bit concerned about your online presence in that capacity. If you don't have somebody that's going to help you kind of watch your six. And so, and I truly hope you can find some guys your age that can kind of help you navigate some of these waters, man. I really do. So anyway.
Colton, here's the question. Was this out of the blue, or did you have the post-nut clarity and realize, like, oh shit, like I fucked up? Or did, like, because you said you saw like there were red flags and stuff like that. Were you playing with fire? Because, okay.
You've done it before. You know how it is. You see all the red flags, but you willfully ignore them because you just want to brick. You know what that is.
Yeah, no, especially as a 19-year-old, yeah.
All right. Well, I think about that. That about does it for me today. Like, I think we've gone through this story. It's almost a nothing burger, frankly. Like, but it was good to goof on it and see. I'm happy to see that it doesn't affect you. I mean, obviously, it's affecting you pretty negatively, but like, you basically come out the best way you can out of one of these type deals. So
I think so. Yeah. I gotta go now because I'm just sort of feeling sick now.
Sure.
No, it's okay.
Okay,
thank you for having me on.
No problem. And I appreciate you. We appreciate you giving us some time. Is there any type of thing that you want to promote? I know you said you don't make videos anymore, but you have any thing that your Twitter or anything?
I have a film coming out in 2023, so go see it. June 29th, 2023. It's called All Over the World.
Hold on, wait. You got it's the axolotls, Colton. Don't forget about the axolotls.
Oh fuck. Well, the thing with that is I don't have a fucking set date now because I need to send my motherboard back again because AC sucks.
Well, let us know and we'll promote it on all of our Twitters. All right. So just hit us up. Don't forget. Yeah, of course. Thank you for joining us. Have a good night, Colton.
Yeah, have a good night.
Yeah, thanks, bud.
You too.
Yeah.
See you guys.
Okay, so we'll go around the room and we'll wrap this stuff up. Joey, let's start with you. Anything that you want to promote yourself or things that you're associated with?
Nah, I'm good.
You don't want to? How about? So what about your football thing that you're doing with Tommy and those guys?
Nobody here listens to watches football, do they? You can.
Okay, so
listen. There you go.
Okay, yeah, exactly. I like listening to it. I don't care so much about the football, but I do like listening to y'all's interaction with
Banter.
each other. Yeah, your banter. That I find
Yeah,
enjoying.
go on YouTube, subscribe to Glory Hunters Live. You know,
Glory
it's a
Hunters. There you
podcast.
go.
We do it a couple times a week. Like, it's pretty. I enjoy doing it. Like, you
Yeah.
know.
Okay. All right. So what about? Hang on. We got another donation here. Let's see what happened here. Colton, Colton did not send this. He says, I forgot to mention that I like balls. Well, that's great. I
So
like my
true.
balls too. I like them to
I
be.
they're pretty
admire
great.
balls.
I like them
They're
being
silly.
deep balls deep. I love that. So take it how you will. So what about you, Bricks? Anything that you want to? I know you got a YouTube channel, right? So anyway, promote anything that you want, man. It's your floor.
Yeah, King Brick shit. You can't say shit on YouTube, so there's an exclamation point for the I because I outsmarted the Google bots. I do the roundup where we round up silly and serious news stories and try to make light of the crazy world, the crazy world around us. We try to aim for about 10:30 and on Fridays, so we'll be live in about 3.5 hours.
Awesome.
And there's a possibility there could be a special guest coming on tonight that has to do with potassium. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll join you for a couple hours. Let's see what I can do before I get sleepy.
Yeah. So we got that going on, and then I also do a podcast after that because I'm a night owl, and once it gets dark, I'm wide awake, and then I do the roundup, and then I do still recording, and we cover drama and just silly banter and stuff like that directly after still the roundup. So,
Cool. Is that the same channel or
all on King Brick shit? I'll put a link in the chat so your lovely audience could head over there if they want. Hey! I do love myself, but I don't think I'm that big of a dick. Okay.
Yeah, get that link to I guess Banana or me or whatever, and we'll definitely put it in the chat for you.
Yeah.
We can. Okay. So so we know you're going on to King Brick's channel. Let's see if I can find it right quick. I think I've watched some of King Brick's. Let's see here, King Brick.
I'm spamming your channel right now. Your voice chat. I mean your comment section right now.
Okay.
Oh, it's there.
Let me get in there.
I'm not cool enough yet to have a custom domain name.
Rockstar.
I'm not seeing it in the general.
Oh, you can't send links. Okay, I'll
Send it to me in
directly
DM.
send you. I got you. Yeah, thanks for having me on. And I'm glad that Riveter, you could see that I'm not always bricked up. Sometimes the situation like this, calls for serious serious matter. But I am upset that my Pokemon plot failed. I was really trying to get those titties. Those biddies.
Really? Those yeeties, as she called them?
Yeah, the yetis.
Yeah.
The yetis.
So, here's the thing. Did you send it to me there? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, because I'm not a mod on the channel for some reason.
How are you not a mod on oh, Jesus Christ.
This is an outrage.
Okay. There we go.
It's insane to me that we still have 9 people watching the last bit of the show where we're not even doing anything.
The insanity that it is. So
It's a loyal audience.
But I've already declined my chair. It's over. Like it's nothing else is happening tonight.
Are you going
so.
Ethan? Are you going Ethan on me?
It's like it's like the end of a concert when those guys just stand around watching the stage, waiting for everyone to fill the parking lot so they can they just don't have to deal with the mess.
Try to get the set list
I'm
at the
paid
end.
to be here. Mysterious K, thank you for your subscription. We appreciate you.
100 pay.
I don't know how much money you pay, but I appreciate all the dollar bills that I get, and I spend them on hookers and blow.
All right,
Every
Boogie. So, but anyway, normally you can catch me here. Normally Sundays at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard. I had to back it up tonight. We appreciate all of you guys being here with us tonight. We appreciate Joey. Appreciate Brick.
Mysterious K, who pays you to be here? Interesting. Yeah. We have a spy.
Yeah, and Colton. I appreciate Colton giving us some time, and I'm sure he's probably sick to death of this. And
it sounded like it.
Yeah, 100%.
Sounds like he's getting beat up pretty bad.
I appreciate that.
I hope he does. I hope he feels like we did a good service to him because, frankly, I think I don't know. I just it's I understand it sucks to be in that spot. Like, so I didn't want him to think we were like fucking ragging on him. We were just trying to goof a little bit because it's a bit funny. But I imagine he's not really able to laugh too much at it right now. So, oh well.
No, yeah, exactly. So, what the hell? Stop!
Jesus
stop!
Christ.
Stop! What the? Oh my god! Oh my god! No! Say it ain't stop.
This is a boomer tech happening over and over again. It's the eternal occurrence. No, it's he's trying to figure out how to raid Dave's channel.
Yeah, I can't. We can't. We're not big enough
in real
to raid
time.
yet. But anyway, there's a
Why?
link. There's a link. To Dead
YouTube,
on
this
Dave.
is an outrage.
Yeah. There's a link to Dead on Dave.
Who are you people?
But there's a link to Dead on Dave's stream. He's streaming now, and today's Veterans Day, and Dave is a veteran, and he's a dear friend of mine.
Are you a veterinarian and you're his dear friend?
Yeah, he gives me my proctology exams, and
Hey.
so and that's very important. Men's health. We're coming up to
stimulating that prostate for you.
Yeah, it is Men's Health Month here in November.
Have you gotten the old finger up the butt? Have you done your?
I specifically request that every time I go into the doctor, whether it's time or not. Nothing feels better than a good old finger wave.
I request a fist personally.
Whenever you're at the airport, you're just praying to God that the TSA agent randomly selects you for a pat down.
Yeah. And I asked them to go sparingly on the lube because I like a lot of friction. So
Jesus
You
Christ.
just hide a beeper up there. Oh, I can't believe you got to give me a cavity search now. I haven't been to the dentist in a few months.
Exactly.
Hey,
but
I've never had a cavity.
Yeah.
Can you believe that? Isn't that crazy?
This man has no butthole, is what he's saying right
Exactly.
now.
Yeah.
That's what I heard. That's what I heard.
Yeah. I don't shit.
But
I just throw up violently after every meal.
Do you?
You like Kim Jong Un? Do you have somebody else poop for you?
Exactly.
And then I get angry with them when they displease me, and I shoot them with an anti-aircraft gun.
It was runny. My poops are never runny. You execute this man right now.
So anyway, guys, wrapping things up here. Link to Dave's chat stream is over there. Go check him out. Tell him that the worst named podcast in the world sent you. Yeah. But anyway, you can catch me out there. I'm most nights everyone, he's streaming.
How about that?
Yeah. And anyway, we appreciate you. Appreciate all the guys that came in and hung out with us this evening. Had a lot of fun. I would love to have Brick.
I only appreciate
back.
JFA because he pays us.
Yeah. Would not mind having Joey and Brick back both.
Thank you very much. I thought I might have been a little off tonight, so I'm a bit quiet, so I do apologise, man.
No, it's okay. Next time we'll get you 5 Monster Energy drinks, and you'll be all right.
Well, okay, but it's like what? It's like what? 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning over there, right?
Yeah, I'm running on like 3 hours sleep, 3 hours sleep.
Sure.
Like
Go to bed. Go to bed.
So let's wrap this up so Joey can go to sleep. He can go and
you freed me from my bonds.
Saw the logs.
No, I really enjoyed it. But I love hanging out with you guys, man,
Yeah, of course.
Honk chew for real.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, you guys take care, keep your powder dry, and we'll see you in the funny papers.